Hello everybody, Val here. I am sorry there has not been constant uploads on YouTube. Um, I really should have more, but there's reasons. I am working on editing certain clips from streams I have taken while on a PlayStation, because I have to actually clip them, and it's very irritating to do it on PlayStation while my, while Jax, the editor that I don't pay him. I wanted to pay him, but he refused. Which, I mean, I'm thankful for that, but still. It does at least make me know that my kindness will not be taken advantage of. Anyway, I'm going to try to work on editing the clips that I have. But the only reason why I don't really have that much clips on my end is because I don't really, when I'm streaming certain games, I don't have time to react and make that clip. I don't have time to react, is the problem. Especially when I'm playing Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted, because, for one, I'm not on a computer, so I can't make a clip using certain key binding. Key binding is not on PlayStation, sadly. I wish it were. But unfortunately, it requires me to go out of the game just to clip it. So during that split second, I can be killed. During that split second, I don't know what's going on. And it's that split second that changes everything. It's just like when you're in your head. That split second, you lose sight of reality, and you start being in your head. That's where everything goes wrong. I'm saying this from experience. And I'm still struggling with it. You're probably wondering what this video is actually about. It's clearly not about... It is clearly not about that. That was just me saying I'm sorry that we don't have much videos. I wanted to make a video talking about where I've been lately. So obviously, when I started this channel, there was one video, Carla's death moment. So that was pretty much not really the introduction to my channel. There is going to be an introduction to my channel, but I want to let you guys know that you are never alone. You are never... So what I'm about to talk about is going to be harder to talk about for me, so bear with me. I'm in the woods right now because it's a calming place for me, and I don't want to be at home right now because, well, when I'm at home, I'm in my head too much. So I got coffee. The plush Jake gave me. My man loves me so much. And this, that came off my studded belt, that I'm gonna make my guitar clip. Because, why the hell not? But that's, well, guitar pick. Did I say clip or pick? I don't fucking know. Okay? Don't question me. Whoever is over there, stop talking back to me. Even if you're just a tree. But I'm hoping this will actually work, because it is a bit heavy, so... Anyway. Damn it, I don't want to drop it again. So... some things about me. I guess technically this will be the introduction to the channel. Maybe, maybe not. So obviously, if you look at my style, there's not much to it. There's really not much. I'm myself. There's not much to say there. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, Yeah, you can say emo, but really, what makes someone emo? Obviously, emotional, but that's the thing. There's a matter of numbers to it. There's a matter of things. There's multiple things. I'm not gonna go in on that because if you're emo, you're gonna know. But someone else is also gonna know when you're a poser. I'm sorry, but I hate using that word, but I'm gonna use it. Sorry, I did not mean to say that. Fuck you guys. Sorry, I love you. But no, seriously. Depression and anxiety. Those are the things I'm gonna talk about. Um, I do also go see a therapist. I hate therapy, believe it or not, but I'm going there not because I want to, but because I need to. There are people behind me. I hate it. I yeah. So awkward. What are they calling? They're listening. I think. I don't know. Oh well. Anyway, so with depression, I personally have had multiple attempts of suicide. I have had multiple attempts at trying to find ways to feel something that were not healthy. Now, these things, I'm going to say this now, self-harming does not make you emo. But it is a stereotype that is put on emos for certain emos doing it. Alright, doesn't mean everyone does it. And I will say this, it does not make you cool. But I did it because I was trying to feel something or kill myself. Whichever came first, I didn't give a fuck what happened. I wanted something to happen. I wanted to feel something or die. That was my mindset. Because, like, if I can't feel anything, what's the point? Every time I go into that numb state, that is my thought. The same thought. I am probably going to. Obviously, I'm putting this on the internet, but I'm probably also going to show this video to my therapist. I don't know why. He'll probably have comments on it. He'll probably say something. But I am doing this not just for me. I'm doing it for others. You think you're alone, you are never alone. So, if you want to die, don't. There are people that care. So, one thing I love in life is the butterfly effect. So, take this pick for example. I drop it. What just happened there? Because I dropped it, and I was calm, all I did was a slight movement. My hand is facing this way. Watch again. Just dropped it. Now, you're probably asking, how does that apply to the butterfly effect? Well, what is the butterfly effect? One thing causes another, which causes another, and it goes on and on again. It's a cycle of events that repeat. You go in a circle until you find the right way, or you find something that works, or the circle ends. You'd never want that circle to end. You want the circles to keep going, but you gotta keep finding ways out of these circles. It's fucked up, but it's true. And wait, this is gonna get a lot more complex. I know I'm talking about life, but it will be applied. So, I know I call it a guitar pick, but That's what I'm going to call it. Because it's going to be my guitar pick later. Which I brought up before, but still, yeah, besides the point. So, I carry this with me to remind myself death is not worth it. Yes, it has a skull. But see, the black around it and the skull, black eyes, reminds me, yeah, I'm empty. I feel alone. But then, this one, if you look closely, a few studs fell out. I don't know if it came this way. I was not paying attention. I probably should have. Why am I using my middle finger? Anyway, there are some falling out. So, on the inside, yeah, there's no studs there. But then there's a void surrounding it. That's the black. The darkness. It's consuming. Dark, like our negative mindset, can consume us. It can overwhelm us. It can make depression get to us. Because anxiety, you know what? Nobody likes anxiety. Well, there's some people that may, but I don't know. Like, anxiety will literally find any way to make you feel overwhelmed. And that's where you need to take a step back, breathe. Breathe in, realize where you are. Practice mindfulness, self-awareness, whatever you want to call it. I'm in the woods. Alright, so these questions. Who, what, where, when, why, how. So, I'm gonna talk this through with you. So, who am I? Obviously, you may know my real name if you know me in person, but eventually that's going to be changed to Valdez. I go by Val, which is short for Valdez. Alright. What am I? There's many things I could say for this, but the one I'm going to choose for, I'm going to say I'm pansexual. I'm going trans. Technically, I still identify as it. I say she, I use she, they, but I don't give a shit if someone misgenders me. Why? Because life's too short to care. It's fucked, but it's true. I care about things I choose to care about. Others, so I care enough to get by and care about the things that I can care about. But I don't care enough to put up with shit that I don't need to put up with. Alright. When? So, when we're not going to add. Yet. So, where am I? I'm in the woods. Why am I here? Why? Alright. So, someone can say, oh, God put you on this earth. You were born into this earth. No, why you're here is your decision. Why you choose to stay alive is your choice. You always have a choice. You have a choice to stay alive. You have a choice to die. But you also have a choice to hurt others that care about you because of your actions. That leads back to the butterfly effect that I was talking about before. So, the butterfly effect, a chain of events caused by one's actions. I drop this pick. I drop it again. I drop it again and again and again. I'm just wasting time because I'm dropping the pick constantly. Nothing's happening. I'm catching it. Alright. But suddenly, I start speeding up. Someone comes by me. I throw it. Not paying attention. Because for a split second, I was thinking about something else. I forgot about the pick. Didn't pay attention to someone near me. They got hit. They got injured. Now, how does this apply to depression? Now, there are two intrusive thoughts. Now, this is also what I learned when I went into the mental hospital and still learning in therapy. So, there's homicidal and suicidal. I have a mix of both, believe it or not. I do not wish to kill anyone, but I still get those thoughts. The suicidal thoughts I have acted on more. And it's not because of my lifestyle I've chosen. It's not. Trust me. And I shouldn't even have to bring that up, but because of stereotypes, I'm bringing it up. This is one reason I stay alive. So why do we keep trying? Why do we stay alive? Reasons that keep us alive. Reasons to live. Reasons we find. You may think no one cares, but they do. So, how do I stay alive? Well, easy. Sleep, rest, eat, drink. Alright. But what if you can't do any of those? Insomnia. Yeah, you thought depression, anxiety was all? Oh, let's just say I have multiple problems. But you'll figure them out as you go, well, maybe. I won't be telling you. Or will I? Who knows? And why is this the first thing I choose to talk about on this channel? Not because I want to, but because I feel the need to talk about this because there are many people struggling, and because when I make my band, there is going to be a lot of topics on this area. Depression, anxiety, PTSD, insomnia. It's going to be literally the problems we have, but also the things we've experienced. So, how do I stay alive? It goes back to why. And that's why I stay alive. But how is by taking care of myself. But it's hard to take care of myself when I have no motivation. I have no will. I have nothing to keep me going. The only thing I have is the people I care about, music, and and hobbies. While I'm flipping this, I'm keeping my mind busy. So, while I'm talking to you, making this video, I'm distracted. You're probably distracted by my hand movement. But what if it weren't on camera view? You see my arms moving, don't you? Because I am now distracted, looking at the slight movement in this arm. But is that the reason, or do you notice it too? I don't know, because I'm not in your head. I'm not you. I don't have your mind. Well, people will try to tell you they know what you're thinking. You don't 100% know. We can guess. We can be wrong, we can be right, or we can go based off of percentages. Based off of what we know about that person, based off of what they've said, what they've told us, and what we've figured out ourselves. So, I did not catch you that time. But we're bound to fail. Oops. We're bound to fail. But you can keep getting up from the failure. You can keep falling. Or you can choose to stop falling and get the fuck back up because you're tired of feeling nothing. You're tired of everything. So you want to stop being tired. You're tired of being tired. So you want to find a way not to be tired. That is the mindset of growth. But when you stop growing, everything falls apart. You stop getting better, and you digress instead of progress. That was not progress, but still, because I failed, there's room for progress. So, don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to take risks. Don't be afraid is key. Fear will hold you back. But only if you feed it. You feed your problems to hold you back. Right now, I'm feeding my problem because I'm addicted to coffee. But I don't give a fuck because it's coffee. Now, I'm not saying go out and drink alcohol. Don't know how those two correlate, but still, someone can find a way for those to correlate. Anything can make sense, just make it make sense. Now, I know this video has been going on for a minute, but I want us all to sit down and think. When did it all go wrong? You forgot about when, didn't you? I almost did. But I led back. Because sometimes you gotta skip certain parts just to go back. You gotta go ahead just to go back and live in the present. Sometimes you gotta think ahead, think backwards. You gotta constantly go around, but even that can be overwhelming. Even that can be stressful. You gotta stay in the present. It's hard to do. And right now, I hear people. I hate people. And the things they're saying, too, you guys probably can't hear it. I don't even know if I'm hearing it clearly. Now, I'm also making this video because I need to talk about things. I need to tell you guys. I have not been in a great mindset lately. I'm trying to figure out how to get a better mindset. These things I told you, I'm practicing them. I'm practicing getting myself out. Isolation will not help. When you guys see my videos, I don't normally... You guys will see me when I have energy versus when I don't have energy. But when have you seen me with much energy? Only when I play VR. That's because I play VR when I have energy. But when I don't have energy, sitting down is a way to get energy. Resting is a way to get energy. Sitting down is resting. But if you're just sitting down all day, you need to get up. Because you're resting too much. You don't need rest. You need to get up. Some people need to wake up. So, I don't mean literally wake up. I mean metaphorically. Wake up to reality. People don't realize life sucks. Do we know if any of this is real? No. Do we know if any of this is a dream? No. Do we know anything, really? No. All we know is the things we've heard, the things we've noticed, the things we've studied, the things we've been told. And that's just one of the hard truths of the realities. Another one is nobody actually cares about you. There are people that may care, but do they care enough to give you everything of theirs? No, they shouldn't. Just because you're down, they shouldn't have to give up everything. Then they're going to feel down because they have nothing. There are people that won't do that. Let me rephrase that. There are people that do care, but it is very rare to find those people. However, I have found people online that actually care. But do I know? No. But trust is key with that area. Now, I'm not saying I got it all figured out, because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with my life. And I know some people are probably thinking, or going to say, that's a mood, which it is, because I am always in a mood. I want to fucking die, but I'm not going to. I should not be saying that online, but I'm saying it because it's true. I'm not gonna die, because as soon as I die, I'm hurting others. If I were to throw this at you right now, at the camera right now, that's hurting my screen. It's gonna hurt my eyes. Seeing a cracked screen. Seeing a crack in my face. It's not actually gonna hurt my eyes, but it's gonna damage my brain. It's going to mentally torture me. Well, I mean, I mentally torture myself anyway. Like, I just spilled my fucking coffee. See, I want a better mug than this, but I found a Cubs one. I'm not big on sports, but I did enjoy baseball when I was younger. It was before Mom died, actually. And actually, to be honest, I was never too big on sports. I always gave up too easily. Music was always more interesting. Why am I dropping everything? Just because I got a loose grip, I'm going to drop it. Because I lost my grip. But y'all sometimes fuck up. You don't even know what I did. I don't even know what I did. So now, I want to conclude this video with saying, I love you all, and I hope if you're going through a bad time, you can find this video helpful. You can find it. Maybe gives you hope. And as you go on through your day, as you go on through your night, as you go on through your journey of life. I hope you can take the road less taken. There are many poems I want to share with you that I enjoyed. I want to share many things that I enjoy with you guys. I want to build a community where everyone can feel safe. Everyone can be themselves. But unfortunately, there are certain things, certain guidelines we have to meet, certain guidelines everyone has to follow. Because everyone has to feel safe is the biggest thing. Even if that means you can't be your full self, you can still be yourself. Because there are certain things that you can be yourself about, but you can also it's not something I can explain exactly. It's more, that's one of the things that's complicated. You can be yourself, but you can also not be yourself at the same time. There's an amount of yourself that you can be. There are limitations everywhere. But everything has limits set. You can go past those limits. Or you can choose to follow the rules. Or you can choose to pass your own limits. There are multiple kinds of limits. But what I'm trying to say is, how do I say this? I really don't know how to explain certain things. One of the things that I'm working on is the way I word things. The way I phrase things. So, let me try to rephrase this. Alright. So there are certain limitations, certain guidelines I have to meet for this community. We do have a Discord server. It is in the bio. I will put it in this video. And I do also hope you all can find peace, or whatever brings you peace. But like I said, with the community I'm trying to build, there are certain guidelines. So if you can't follow those guidelines, you will obviously be cut off. Not just from the channel, but from everything. The server, and I don't want to have to do that to anyone. I don't want to have to cut anyone off. I don't want to have to lose viewers just to protect others. But I have to, if no one can follow these guidelines. These guidelines, these rules are there to help everyone feel safe, to help everyone remain calm, and to be safe. You have to. Your mind has to be calm. You have to be physically and mentally and emotionally safe. That's not always easy. Now, I'm not saying don't be afraid to hurt others with the truth. I'm not saying don't. I'm saying don't purposely hurt others, or don't break the rules because it may hurt others. Now, if someone is uncomfortable with something, I'm gonna probably add more rules on the server soon, because boundaries of others also need to be met. But this is just the beginning still. This is still only the beginning of everything, of the server, of the channel, of my career as a rock star. I don't have drums, I don't have guitar yet, I don't have anything yet. I'm still paying off the drums. I have 400 payoff, and drums I'm paying for are 700. So I gotta deal with someone. A close friend. And I have many friends. But I didn't always have this many friends. And I know I cut off me saying I have. I was like, fuck, what was I gonna say there? I had to go to a new sentence. Anyway, that's besides the point. I know I said this was the end of the video, but I'm still continuing. I'm sorry, there's a lot on my mind right now, and I need to, again, you are never alone. There's always someone struggling with you. There's always someone out there you can reach out to, even if the person may be me, even if that person may be dead. Sometimes it helps to talk to our loved ones that we lost. I lost my mother when I was 15, and my dad gave guardianship because he couldn't handle me and my brother. My oldest brother came to the house. I am going to make a full video on this story, actually. I actually have stories that happened throughout my life, because I really enjoy telling stories. I really enjoy certain things, and like I said, I want to share my hobby with you. And obviously, I am moving my hands around. I do that when I talk because it keeps my mind busy. So now, in conclusion, I love you all. Stay safe, and don't be afraid to ask for help if you need it. Bye.